Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm back. Apologies for the long term not doing this. I have been very unwell. But I'm feeling good now. So today, we start things off slow. And I bring you Umbral Mesa. So, a few things before I get into this. Nearing completion of this build, I was shredding stuff. Like, to the point that I didn't even need the Furious or the Redeemer. But I thought I'd just put them on just to have them. Anyway, into the powers. So, for Mesa, we have cut a lot of range. We have efficiency, we have duration, we have power strength. And honestly, Mesa plays so fluid now. So, first power, we have Ballistic Battery. When activated, the power stores. This power stores damage caused by guns. But what they don't tell you is this can actually be charged by gun blades as well, which is why we have the Redeemer. When triggered again, the damage is channeled through to the next gunshot. So, as you can see with our build here, we have an extra pretty much 3000 damage. However, if used in Peacemaker, it only applies to one shot. So, if you're the kind of person that likes to run around with a sniper rifle, this is a good power to use, just for the extra bit of power. Next up we have Shooting Gallery. Gives the ally extra damage. Gives the ally extra damage while jamming the guns of nearby enemies. This power shifts between team members. So essentially, with our setup, our ally is getting pretty much a 50% damage boost for 37 seconds. And it's a bit of survivability if you have like squishier frames in your team. No, it will go to each ally every 10 seconds because it splits up through the duration of the power. Shatter Shield, Mesa's the power that turns Mesa into a tank. Envelop Mesa in a barrier of energy, reflecting back incoming bullets and damage. As you can see, we have a 95% damage reduction. That is huge. Especially because with this setup, we're going to be spending a lot of time in Peacemaker. So, having that 95% damage reduction, and then if we are missing health, being able to just come out of Peacemaker, shoot an enemy of the Furious, get our health back, and going back into Peacemaker is huge. And the creme de la creme of the build, Peacemaker. With intense focus, Mesa draws her regulator pistols, shooting down her foes in rapid succession. We have nearly a 3-point times damage multiplier on Peacemaker. And that, coupled with the power of my regulators, which I will show you, it is quite effective. I have shredded in a heartbeat level 50s with this build. It does cost 3 energy a second, but honestly, I didn't find Mesa that energy hungry. There's a good compromise with Hunter's Adrenaline, which we have here.
Tenno, a new act has begun. It will be
all you have to do, get hit a little bit, pop your powers, then you're away. So what we have here, we have Energy Siphon for energy regeneration. Mesa's Waltz Augment, which does count as an Excellence mod, so you can put it up here. While in Peacemaker you can move at 50% speed while channeling Peacemaker. This mod lets Mesa be played more fluidly, I found. And it just works so well with her. So we have Umbral Vitality and Umbral Intensify. just because it's an Umbral build. We have Streamline for efficiency, Fleeting Expertise for efficiency. So we have the maxed out efficiency, so we can cheaply use all of our powers. We have Narrow-Minded and Continuity for power duration, giving us a good duration boost on our Shatter shield. And Shooting Gallery. Sorry, I forgot the name of that for a second. We have Transient Fortitude for more power strength. That coupled with Umbral Intensify gives us 185% power strength. Honestly, you don't really need any more than that. Like, I shred enemies with Peacemaker. So, Hunter's Adrenaline. Basically, when we take damage to health, we get it back as energy. 45% of it as energy, I should say. The build on the regulators, we have Barrel Diffusion and Lethal Torrent for multi-shot and fire rate. Creeping Bullseye for negative fire rate. However, we do get a considerable boost to critical chance, which is now at 67%. If I took that off, you'd only have 55. So I think it's worth it for the extra, for the 5 capacity. Auger Pact for 90% extra damage, just because why not? Pistol Pestilence and Frostbite for viral, and a 50% status chance. Hornet Strike for an extra 140% damage. Obviously mine ain't maxed out, but you can max yours out and get even more damage on this. And finally, Pistol Gambit. Because of Mesa's 3 times critical multiplier, I didn't see the need to put in, what's it called? See, you leave the game for a little bit and you forget the name and stuff. Target Cracker. But if you did want to put Target Cracker in, you would get a 4.8 times multiplier. I prefer the extra critical rate, just to help shred enemies. For the Furious, I have showed this off on Biggs' Arsenal. The build has not changed, just for a bit of health regen. The Redeemer, because honestly I wanted an excuse to use Gunblades. I did try this originally with Bullet Dance, but I just could not control where it was firing. So in the end, I traded for a High Noon, and now I can do more calculated and more controlled strikes while firing off the charge shot. I do actually have a rhythm for this, for finisher damage, range and melee damage. Could be better, but you know, for what I need it to do, this is more than efficient for it. We have Shocking Touch, Molten Impact, North Wind and Fever Strike. Honestly, if you use dual stat elementals with elemental status, you're not getting really that much status chance for the Redeemer. So in the end, I just prefer to use the 90%. 90% just for base damage. Prime Fury for that 1.17 attack speed. Jagged Edge, so if we do status, if a status does proc, it will prioritize the slash. And of course, Pressure Point for extra melee damage. But I think that's enough explaining. As per usual, we are heading in Sanctuary Onslaught. We are going to test out Mesa and see the destruction that she can cause. So I'm very happy with how Mesa turned out. I was play testing her with some of the other frames I got done, and Mesa was able to hold her efficiency quite well. Plus, the fashion is looking on point. So, Alright, let's do this. You, come here. Let's give him some efficiency. Alright, come here, hit me. Hit me. Do it. Do it now. Perfect. As you can see, Mesa can absolutely mow it down. Mow them down. And now I have the power to use my shooting gallery. Get my health back with Furious. It just all synergizes so well. Let's see if I can get him with the charge shot. Yes, I can. So, majority of my time playing Mesa, I spend in Peacemaker. Just because I can mow down the entire group. Also, apologies if I do, if my voice does crack. Though I am getting better. My throat is still playing up a little bit. Get sniped. Oh, you denied me. Where's the energy orbs? There they are. So if you prefer playing Mesa, this is a very fun build to actually try out. Honestly, nothing satisfies me more than to pretend I'm McCree from Overwatch and go into high noon. Whip out the Redeemer. Try that out.
A data conduit is open. Go now.
Here we are, zone 2. Get out of here. There we go. Look at all those numbers. Also, I should point out the Redeemer is actually classed as a shotgun gunblade. So instead of the Sarper's single bullet, it does have pellets. Come on, where are you? There we go. No, Snagglepuss. Don't you down me, buddy. I need you. Oh, trying to hit me. That is not nice, sir. That is not nice. So as you see, the majority of my time in Mesa is spent in Peacemaker. Basically, if I'm joining the public squad, I'm gonna be that one guy that nukes everything. Because let's face it, when you join a public squad, there's always that one guy. Or girl, you know. Even if you don't feel like going into Peacemaker, you can swap out the augment You can go for the Shatter Shield augment and just put a bit more range on Mesa. I don't remember her other augments. I'm pretty sure there's one for Ballistic Battery that makes it apply to your teammates. But honestly, for one shot, I don't really see it worth building. Well,
The new data conduit is open.
so you can see, we're in zone 3 already. And we're sitting at a very comfortable 98% efficiency. No, stop draining my energy. Get redeemed. Time to get redeemed. Also, I would like to point out, I will be bringing you some more builds today. We have Trinity, we have Valkyrie in the works as well. I'm still testing out Chroma. I have a vague idea of what I want to do for him, but I'm having trouble trying to make it work. The Borderlands Torg weapon playthrough and Destiny 2 will be returning next week, because I will be busy tomorrow and Friday. And typically I don't do these on weekends, but we'll see how it goes and I'll do it on the weekend. See that? We just jumped up our efficiency from, I think, 96 to 100%. Just from using that one Peacemaker. Get out of here. Honestly, I didn't expect Gunblades to be so fun to use. I thought I'd put it on Mesa just for a gimmick, but then I realised it actually synergised quite well with Mesa. Being able to fill up her Ballistic Battery as well as providing a bit of knockback with the charge. And plus it just having high damage. It just feels good, man. Feels good. Where's all the energy orbs? You, give me an energy orb. There's not an energy orb, sir. There's not an energy orb. No! Stupid infested. So who have we got here? Corpus. Right. Time to get mowed down. Also, I hope you're excited, because next week, doing a Halloween special. Providing all goes well, we'll be doing a Halloween special of Call of Cthulhu. Seeing how far we can get into the game on Halloween. That's going to be fun. I've seen good things about that game. Stupid nullifiers. Honestly, it's going to be the one weakness against the Mesa. Because you can't shoot through the nullifier bubbles. You, give me some health back. Thank you. You glitching? Oh no, you weren't. I thought you was glitched in the floor. Get out of here. Time to mow you all down. I can't stand to look at you. Ooh, that was close. Wow, 4 health. That was unneededly close, man. Get out of here, Corpus. Nobody likes you. Which is a lie, because I think they're the best faction in this game so far. I mean, the sentients are cool and all, but there's something about the Corpus and their technology.
I have opened a new data conduit. Proceed immediately.
Well, we're not going to be going any further, because we usually stop at the 4 round mark. But as you can see, Mesa was able to hold her efficiency quite well. She was able to mow down enemies, do what she needed to do. And she has the ability to get her health back, which is always handy on the Warframe, you know?
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
But honestly, there's nothing else really to say about Mesa. She's overall a good Warframe. Like, excellent crowd control if you build for range. She can become very, very tanky. And she can basically mow down entire groups. Plus, she has that fashion factor, you know? She looks good doing it. So, just a quick rundown. There's the build again. Again, not investing into range, because this is Peacemaker build. But yeah, Mesa remains probably in my top 5 favorite Warframes. If I had to say, she probably takes 2nd place. But that's all I have for you now. Stay tuned, I will be bringing you some more builds with Trinity and Valkyr. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye bye.